5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Galloway says to Ra, "Do you hear prayers?" Ra responds, "I haven't had a prayer directed at me in about 3,000 years." Ra says without thinking, "It used to be overwhelming. People asking me for help with their crops, help in their relationships, victory in battle. Ra, please help me find my lost sheep," Ra says, mocking his worshippers. "If a prayer came to me today, I would definitely hear it. You know, I have that offerings box hanging outside my office. So far, it's only been good for dick pics from Zeus."
Good old Zeus. Welcome to the Scafaci verse.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Scafaci verse. I am Anthony Scafaci.
I'm Alan Gigax.
And we want to welcome you back to another episode. And, you know, Al, it's been a minute since I recorded an episode of Go Fight Win.
Yeah, that's true.
For the audience. And we've only had 3 of them play. They're well received. Mm-hmm. But, you know, because we got so much going on.
I know. You lose the thread.
Yeah, you lose the thread. And I think it's time to get it back, man.
Okay. Well, then let's read from
Go
Fight Win today.
First, we got to get to Just the Tip.
Yeah, that is true.
So we have an opening sponsor for our
We
Just
do
the
have
Tip
an
segment.
opening sponsor, and it is Busted Nut Face and Body Lotion. This episode of the Scafaciverse is sponsored by Busted Nut Face Lotion. No fillers, no preservatives, no additives. Just our nuts on your face.
Dude, that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't use it, but my wife does.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
anyway.
good. I hear it's good for your skin.
Yeah. So
But don't get it in your hair.
Don't get it in your eye. Stings.
Yeah, that too.
It's got the coconut butter in there. Anyway, so
I wonder if that's one of the nuts they use. Coconut.
Coconut is a nut.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's commonly used in lotions.
Wow. All right. There you go.
Is coconut oil. It's very healthy. You know, actually, to digress just a second.
Sure.
When I'm losing weight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll use coconut oil in my coffee because it's really high in fat content, but it's generally low in calorie. And so, like, if you're doing like a keto diet, that's a good that would be a good tip.
Oh, there you go.
Use coconut oil.
I give the
coffee.
tips around here.
Yeah. Well, so do you got a tip?
I do, but it's a mailman tip.
I don't care.
Yeah,
mailman or I like when you do mailman tips. I like when you do relationship tips.
Oh,
those are usually
relationship
my favorite.
tips are good.
Yeah. So, but go ahead. You do.
Yeah. So if you're going to buy a mailbox, I just had a customer on my route yesterday buy a mailbox, and I always give the same advice. As a mailman, bigger is better, but it has to be at least big enough to fit pills. Plenty of people get mail order pills, and that's kind of like the dividing line. Like if your mailbox won't hold a bag with pills in it, it's too small, and you're goddamn annoying. So that's it. If you're going to get a mailbox, make sure it's at least big enough to get pills through the slot.
All right. So,
all right.
You want to just get right into it then?
I do.
Okay. So, hey, we're going to get right into it. This is going to be for part 4.
All right.
Of Go Fight Win.
Go Fight Win, the murder mystery novel.
Yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready. I got my headphones on. I'm ready.
All right. Try to keep your shit together, okay?
Okay.
All right. Date, October 11th, 2019. The place, Revere PD Crime Lab. After getting a call that the DNA results from the pussy blood found at both scenes has come back, Murphy and Corso are meeting with the Revere Police Department forensics expert, Jenna Bosco. Bosco is 24 years old, has blonde hair and blue eyes, cute with an athletic figure. Since joining the department, she has quickly become Murphy's go-to analyst due to her expertise and undeniable skills. With coffee in hand, both detectives step into the elevator down to the basement, which had recently been upgraded into a full-scale crime lab. The elevator door opens. Murphy instinctively places his arm over the threshold to hold the door for Corso as he steps out. Murphy watches the tall young detective stride forward. He thinks about the first time he met him back when Corso was just a rookie filled with piss and vinegar. Murphy often tells the kid how he reminds him of himself when he was that old. Corso made the jump to detective as fast as anybody in the department. Murphy even vouched for him and helped push his promotion through in hopes he would be able to mentor him before he retired in the next few years. The detectives walk briskly down the hall and hit the buzzer to enter. The glass door slides open and they walk into the lab. Murphy bellows, "Hey, Bosco, give me some good news. We could use a win here. What do you got?" Bosco looks up from the monitor as Murphy and Corso walk between the desks inside the lab and gets up to meet them halfway. With a sarcastic tone, she quips while greeting the detectives. Before we get to that, Murphy, you look like absolute shit. When was the last time you got some sleep? She then turns her attention to Corso, who is barely older than she is. And for fuck's sake, Corso, they haven't fired you yet? Corso laughs out loud sarcastically, then loudly sips his coffee and replies, My gainful employment is a mystery to us all. Still, good to see you, Jenna. Murphy gestures to the blood samples on the table in front of him while laughing as well, but is here to get down to business. Okay, enough fucking around. I bet Corso $12 it was pussy blood we found at both scenes. One of us is going to be right, and one of us is going to eat some crow. Now it's time to pay up for one of us. Was I right, or was I wrong? You know, I could smell a drop of pussy poonade in a raging river from 200 miles away. Bosco rolls her eyes at Murphy long enough to stop laughing and puts on a professional face before entering. I don't know how you knew, but you're right, Murphy. The dark field microscope the captain got us for us is amazing. Not only is it able to tell us everything about the blood that we want to know, like blood type, presence of drugs or alcohol, but in this case, I could see there were skin cells from the uterine wall sheds. This is 100% the blood from a pussy. From the look of it, she's a gusher too. Corso's smile fades into a look of defeat. He shakes his head slowly in disbelief. No fucking way. Murphy triumphantly raises his arms above his head, imitating a touchdown laughs. He puts out his hand, palm up, gesturing towards the center. Come on, Corso. $12. Pay up. A bet is a bet. Corso hangs his head before he pulls his wallet out and hands over 12 singles. You know, I was saving that money for this year's twerkathon at Titties. Murphy sips his coffee. Okay, Bosco, so we got a match? Who is she? Bosco replies quickly. Got no clue. She doesn't match anybody in our database. But there's more. The blood came from 2 different visits from Aunt Flo. Murphy is now the one with a look of amazement. 2 different batches? How can you tell? Bosco walks over to her laptop and opens a small file. See here? The skin cells that are present are aged differently. They break down over time like anything else. We can see a difference and get a time frame. The source of this blood came from the same woman, but nearly a year apart, as best we can tell. Murphy responds like a man who's been married for more than 20 years. Are you telling me our killer is a woman, and once she's on the rag, she becomes a killer? Bosco laughs at how simple Murphy is. No way it is a woman unless she can bench press Corso. The stab wounds on Finn didn't just hit soft tissue. The autopsy showed the knife got stuck in a bone on at least 3 separate thrusts. Whoever killed Finn was pretty damn strong. A retard, possibly. In any case, you're probably looking for a guy who goes to the gym a lot. Corso utters, a football player? Bosco thinks about it for a second. Possibly. And he's around 8 or 9-inch dicks tall, based on the angle of the wounds. These came in a downward motion. Bosco picks up a pen and demonstrates a swinging motion she believes was used. Then on Clausen, the blunt force trauma to the head was strong enough to shatter his cranium. Murphy giggles at the unit of measurement Bosco chose. Wait, did you just use 9-inch dicks as a unit of measurement? Bosco pulls up 6 separate images of skulls on a wall screen without a pause. Says, a girl's got to have her standards. Murphy looks down at his own crotch, shrugs his shoulder and says, fair play. Bosco continues to display the forensic photos from her files. This one here is Clausen. You can see how the skull was crushed, leading to massive hemorrhaging. Murphy walks closer to the wall screen and points, about this one. Bosco replies, that guy fell off a roof and landed on his head from about 21 9-inch dicks up. He died on impact. Corso blushes. He is unwilling to even question how she arrived at this new system. He chooses instead to move on and then inquires about the next images. And these two? Holy shit, it looks like someone hit him with a sledgehammer. Bosco nods her head. Funny you should mention that. This is the skull of Coach Gilbride. Murphy's voice has a touch of wonder in it. Kevin Gilbride? Didn't he get punched in the face by Buddy Ryan during a game once? Bosco laughs. I'm not old enough to remember, Murph. He died a few years ago in a pregame football stunt gone wrong. Corso excitedly responds, fuck me, I remember that. He was coaching up in Buffalo and they paid cannonballs to come throw out the ceremonial first pass. Gilbride was wearing a helmet cam. Craziest shit I ever saw. The ball hit him dead in the face, but he held on to it. It was a hell of a catch. Bosco replies, well, that was it. Even though he caught it, the ball still hit his face, went right through the face mask and stuck in his skull. Catastrophic trauma killed him instantly. Murphy expresses clear admiration for the retired quarterback. Man, balls could really spin it. Can't believe he managed to hold on to it. I watched that replay about 60 times. Corso shows deference to the deceased. Damn right he did. Dude was a soldier. Anyway, what were you saying, Bosco? Bosco jokingly replies, now that you two are done with your hero worship, I was saying whoever did this used pussy blood from the same woman with a bled on date more than 2 years apart. Murphy is unable to hide his shock. Motherfucker! This is worse than I thought. We got a real sick son of a bitch on our hands here.
Nice. Yeah.
Date, October 17th, 2019. Place, Revere Coach's office. Emma Sullivan has been hard at work investigating the murders of Finn and Clausen. After interviewing multiple people claiming to have information about the killer, she has made her way to Coach Liam's office to get his thoughts on facing 8th-ranked Miami of Ohio. When she walks into the office, Liam is hanging up pictures from his playing days and past coaching job at Northampton High. Emma sets her purse down and starts looking at the pictures. Thanks again for meeting me last minute, Coach. About time you hang something on these walls. It's nice. Oh, look at that. He was a walk-on here at Revere. You look like a baby in that picture. Liam looks at the picture lost in his memory. Do I look that old now? I probably aged 5 years this season alone. These losses are really getting to me. I haven't lost 5 games as a coach since my 2nd season in Northampton. Emma attempts to get Liam to relax. Don't beat yourself up. Losing games at Revere is kind of what we do here. No coach in 20 years has won more than 2 games in a season. You win 4, they might throw you a parade. Emma's eyes continue to scan the room. She gazes at a picture of a high school football team, but it's not Northampton. Liam continues to empty his box of memorabilia while talking. 4 games gets me a parade around here? Guess having low expectations works in my favor for now. What are you staring at, Emma? Emma seems to be stuck on a single team picture. Oh, sorry. I was trying to figure out what team this is in the picture above the file cabinet. It says in my notes you only coached at Northampton. Liam stands next to Emma. He is also transfixed on the photo, but instead of curious wonder, it's pride in his voice. Oh, that's my high school team, the Storm Lake Tornadoes. That's from my junior year, starting QB. We weren't that good, but all the pieces were in place. That's me right there next to my favorite receiver, Brigman. We were poised to win it all next year. Emma turns to face Liam. Did you say Storm Lake? Oh my goodness, that's insane. My favorite QB of all time played his high school football there. Cannonballs. Wait, you guys are the same age. Did you play together? Holy shit, do you know Cannon? The pride in Liam's voice dissolves. His tone changes from playful to cold. I know him. Unfortunately, he isn't the nice guy everyone thinks he is, okay? Very self-centered, narcissistic, and isn't much of a team player. Emma astutely picks up on the change in Liam's demeanor. Is everything okay, Liam? Liam walks away from the photo and back towards his desk. I don't like to talk about high school. Anyway, I have a lot of work to do, Emma. Maybe another time. Emma's disappointment registers in her voice. Oh, okay. Catch up with you after the Miami game. Good luck, Coach. I know you will have the team ready. Date, October 17th, 2019. Place, Revere Coach's office. Oh, nope, sorry. Fucked up.
That's all right.
Make that October 23rd, 2019. Okay. Time, 9:16
Oh, I was
a.m.
terribly confused for a moment.
Yeah, so was I, because the thing skipped. Apparently, it's just in there twice. Place, parking lot, outside Coach's office. Emma Sullivan is leaving Coach Taylor's office after dropping off some pictures she took during the team's visit to a local children's hospital. As she makes her way to her car, she can hear someone walking behind her. Hello there. Aren't you famous Revere sports reporter Emma Sullivan? You are, aren't you?
Oh, boy.
I saw your picture on the webpage. The man behind her says loudly, his voice filled with contempt. Emma turns around nervously and responds, Do I know you? Andy moves closer to Emma like a lion stalking its prey. No, but I know you, Emma. I know a lot about you. I know you think your shitty stories are bigger than this team. You think you're the star. It's all about you. Emma Sullivan. Well,
Dude, this guy.
not anymore. Emma tries to back away, but she walks right into a car, trapped as the creepy guy closes in. Who are you again? What are you talking about? Did you follow me here? She questions in rapid fashion. Andy is almost face to face with her now. The menace in his voice is unmistakable. Who I am isn't important, but you choosing to shut your fucking mouth right now is. So I will get straight to the point. I see what you're doing with Liam. Trying to put the moves on him, shaking your little ass in front of him, coming to his office with food and gifts. A cold chill runs down Emma's spine. Oh my God, you are watching me. Get away. I swear I will call the police. Emma says, reaching into her purse and pulling out her phone. She looks up and frantically starts dialing. Andy moves well past personal space boundaries, face to face with Emma, so she can smell his breath. He grabs her hand, squeezing it hard and pressing it onto the phone, which stops her from dialing. Liam is my best friend, and I'm not going to let you distract him and ruin what we're building here. You stay away from him. Stay away or you'll be sorry. This is your only warning, he says, snarling like some wild animal. Emma winces. She tries to pull her hand away from her assailants, but it's no use. Then, just as suddenly as it began, Andy lets go. He looks around, checking his surroundings, and without another word spins and darts off between the cars parked, and quickly turns the corner out of sight. Emma stands stone still. What felt like hours took place in less than a minute. Her fear releases tears that fall silently down her face.
Dude, all right. We got time for one more. One
Okay.
more, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Date, November 1st, 2019. Time, 10:45 a.m. The place, Raw Dogging.
There we go.
A fancy hot dog place where they figured out how to get people to pay for meat they can't even define. A light snow is falling in Revere as Emma sits down inside Raw Dogging to work on her recap of the Revere's 34-31 loss to Kent, which drops the team to 2-4. The owner of Raw Dogging is a Revere local named Frank, who has known Emma since she was just a kid and is getting ready for the daily lunch rush. Frank looks up from his prep work as Emma walks to the door. Hey, Em. Can you watch the front of the store for a minute? I have to empty the trash out back. You know, the slow kid, Bobby, who works for me, forgot to do it last night. He is dumb as a box of rocks, you know. He also forgot to turn off the damn lights again last night, locked the doors, and emptied the grease trap. But motherfucker is that kid strong. It's like his strength to weight ratio is inversely proportional to his IQ. Emma laughs out loud. Sure, I can watch the plays for a minute. Are you sure something bad didn't happen? Because he's as reliable as it gets for a handicapped kid. Counts change perfectly and everything. Frank shrugs his shoulders. I'm sure he's fine. I once watched him fight off a horde of homeless people going through our dumpster with his bare hands. He was like a silverback gorilla. Frank walks out of the back. A few minutes later, Emma hears the blood-curdling scream to the police. Emma runs out the back door to find Frank sobbing. Frank looks up at her as he kneels next to the body of his employee. He stammers through a rush of tears and heartbreak. No! Bobby, he's dead! No! 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 Emma called the damn police. Someone squashed his mongoloid head. No! Emma grabs her phone, dialing 911 as she steps around the dumpster to see Bobby's body. His head is crushed. Brains and skull pieces are scattered around, laying in various degrees of filth. Undeterred by the gory scene, she notices words scrawled in the crimson on the back of the dumpster. Emma pulls out her phone and takes a picture of the scene for her story, with the body of innocent Bobby in the macabre caption above his head. Go, fight, win. Sloppily written in what appears to be blood.
Ah, look at that. If you want to do another one, we still can.
All right.
Yeah.
Time, 11:17 a.m. Place, alleyway behind Raw Dogging. Murphy and Corso arrive in the alleyway behind Raw Dogging. The light snow that began this morning is now starting to come down more consistently. Crime scene tape is up, blocking both sides of the alley, and several patrol officers are present. Murphy recognizes one of them as Officer McCallum from day shift, and approaches him. Officer McCallum acknowledges the two detectives. Hey, boys, we got the two people who found the body separated and working on statements. They're pretty shook up. Also, I hope you guys ate something before you got here because you might not want to after. Murphy McCallum's hand. Thanks. Good work. Let's get this scene and push it back as far as we can. The media's going to get here soon. I want them as far away as we can get them. McCallum calls out to his partner to start moving the tape back even further. He turns back to Murphy and Corso. Bad news, Murphy. The media's already here. The red-headed girl sitting down was inside the restaurant when the owner found the body. He yelled for help and she came out. She saw everything. Murphy and Corso look over to where the officer is pointing. Corso remarks to Murphy as he starts to step towards Emma. For fuck's sakes. It's Sullivan. I'll go talk to her. Murphy lets out a guttural groan, dragging his hand down over his stubbled face. Of course you will, you thirsty fuck. Maybe ask her some questions that help us and not ones designed to get your dick wet this time. Corso turns around and puts his hands out as if to say, what do you want from me? Before he rushes over to where Emma is sitting. Murphy wipes his brow. Before he even gets close to the body, he has a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach. Murphy has been working homicide for more than a decade, has solved countless murders in his career, but this one feels different. Murphy is different now. He isn't the wet behind the ears detective who found every crime scene a challenge and exciting. Now, the weight of these murders wears on him like a wet blanket. Almost robotically, Murphy starts walking towards the victim. Even from this far away, Murphy can tell the victim was struck in the head. It looks like someone smashed a pumpkin. Stoically, Murphy pulls out his small recorder and begins to speak into it. Massive blunt force trauma to the head. It appears he was struck with something very large, maybe a sledgehammer or baseball bat. The blow appears to be to the left side of his face, consistent with the Finn killing. Our killer is definitely right-handed and was strong enough to overpower this unfortunate soul. This appears to be another ambush-style attack. Poor kid never saw it coming. Murphy leans down, sniffs, nods his head, and sees the same go, fight, win as before. Corso walks back over to him. Hey, Murph. Emma wants to talk to you. She says she saw the writing on the back of the dumpster. Murphy peeks in her direction, then with his finger points to the macabre message. Not yet, man. What do you think is with this go, fight, win, man? Seriously, you got fresh eyes. Tell me what you're thinking. Corso looks at the dumpster, then the victim's body, takes a long breath. Beats me. I mean, it almost has to be about this football team. Disgruntled fan? Maybe a player taking out his frustrations. Murphy nods approvingly. Maybe. I've been up for every damn night thinking about this shit. The rally cry the kids chant. Ride on riders. Not this. This just doesn't make much sense. I mean, think about it. There isn't a cheerleader in the country that doesn't shout, go, fight, win, every game. It's generic, almost meaningless. But not this time. Anyway, get Bosco down here as soon as we can. Tell her to bring some help. We need to walk this entire alleyway. No way this guy didn't launch turkey spit somewhere back here.
Turkey spit.
Corso pulls his headset from the belt. Henry 24, can we get CSIs down here? The scene is big. We're going to need 2. Murphy stands up, gestures to Corso to follow, and approaches Emma. Of all the places to get lunch, you picked this shithole? Raw dogging? Really? Emma licks her lips. What can I say? I love meat in my mouth. Why is that weird? Corso peeks out from behind the 2, clearly overhearing Emma. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Murphy's tone is filled with irritation. For fuck's sake, Corso, aren't you supposed to be getting Bosco down here? And damn it, find out when the coroner is coming too. We need this guy officially pronounced. We can't even touch the body till she gets here. And we need to find out how long he has been dead to establish a timeline. Murphy waves Corso away. Now, Miss Sullivan, what can I do for you? Emma writes down notes feverishly, speaks. I have to get this story out. People need to know. We have a serial killer here. Murphy looks around to see who can hear and raises fingers to his lips. Shh. Don't say that. It isn't that. We're not saying that. Emma rolls her eyes at Murphy. 3 dead, all with the same message written in pussy blood found near them? What else would you call it? Murphy crouches down to talk quietly with Emma. I would call it a full-blown panic. Look, I know I can't stop you, but I was asking you for a favor on this one. I need you to sit on this story for 72 hours. You gotta give me time to get ahead of this before you break it. Once you do, the cat is out of the bag, and our killer will know, we know, they're all connected. We are already behind, and we're still losing ground. Emma's incredulous. 72 hours? I can't. If someone else scoops me, it's my ass. Murphy starts bartering with her. Okay, give me 48 then. Can you give me that much? Emma plays back like it's poker. 36, and you give me the first 2 questions at the press conference. Murphy thinks for a second, knowing this is the best offers he will get, and then reaches his hand out. Deal. What are you going to call this guy? The Pussy Blood Butcher? Emma looks at her notes, tilts her head, licks her lips. What can I say? What the hell? Emma looks at her notes, tilts her head to the side. I think the go, fight, win, killer.
Yeah. Dude, things are coming together on this story. We got some like murder action and more deaths.
Yeah, a couple new characters.
Yeah, I had forgotten how funny it is. You know, the talking about like how strong. I mean, the cannonballs killing is great. You know, killing Coach Gilbride and how they're impressed with the way that he held on.
Yeah,
and you know how strong, like he's strong. He might be retarded, and then it comes up again with the kid, and like he's so strong, and it's fun.
Yeah, my writing is, this is when I started to kind of get the feel of what I was doing,
right?
And the story itself. Right. Was, we're really starting to get into it now. We're getting into the characters are kind of all introduced. I think once Bosco introduced, that's the last like main character for a while.
Right.
Until much further down the road. Well, actually, I guess, there's still Special Agent Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
Coming. And she's coming fairly soon. I mean, not for like a full.
And Harper is coming eventually.
Yeah, there's other characters.
And there's other characters coming. But,
but I mean, like for a while, the cast is kind of there.
Right. These are all the cops and the the locals. Good times.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's do our sponsor.
Yeah.
And
who do you got for us today?
It is Jug's Milkshake, and this time they have a special message for the ladies.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, ladies, we get it. Sometimes you just want to skip the main course and get right to the good stuff. But what about your man? He's been patient, he's been a good sport, and he's been waiting all day for something special. At Jug's Milkshakes, we believe that every boyfriend deserves a little indulgence. So go ahead, let him skip that long, drawn-out dinner. Let him get right to what he's really been craving. He'll appreciate the directness, and you'll love how happy it makes him. With our thick, creamy milkshakes and signature big and bouncy flavors, Jugs is the perfect place to treat your man. Because let's face it, after a long day, who doesn't want to get straight to Jugs? Jugs Milkshake. It's okay to skip straight to dessert.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Dude, Jugs Milkshake, thank you for sponsoring the episode. That was fun.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
Another one in the books.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening.
Fucking up this podcast stuff.
Dude, yeah. Well, in a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. I know my reading, because I hadn't done it in a little while, dude. I kind of forgot the Andy voice. I need to.
Oh, no, I think you got it right on, man.
Yeah.
That Andy voice, he's a creep.
Yeah. Well, that is it. I'm going to say for Anthony Scafacci.
I'm Alan Gigax.
This has been a Balls Deep production of the Scafacciverse podcast. We are out.